Hello and welcome to the Fabrico.Design channel. We develop professional sewing patterns and make them available to every woman. Using our patterns and video instructions, you can easily sew any garment at home and feel like a designer.
And today, we are going to sew the Ural men's boxer shorts. Men's boxer shorts with a waistband on an elastic band, with a double gusset, imitation fly, with buttons on the front. For sewing this, you need to follow patterns. The main fabric is checked cotton. Additional fabric is milky cotton. Matching threads. Elastic band 3 centimeters wide. 2 buttons. Sewing accessories. You can find patterns for this model on our website, Fabrico.Design. Let's start cutting. Make sure to decate the fabric so that the fabric does not shrink when you start sewing. Please note that if you plan to make boxes of checkered fabric, you need to match the pattern along the side seam. This means the pattern pieces are to be arranged in such a way that all the lines of the checks converge in the cutout parts. Same thing with the front. It has 2 pieces, and the pieces must be mirror symmetrical to each other. To achieve the mirror symmetry of the pieces, you need to pin the fabric in such way so that the check on the top and bottom pieces of fabric are symmetrical. That is, when you find a pattern that repeats itself, do this. Align it, pin it. Check it further. Lay it out, align it. And pin it again. In the provided pattern, the design repeats itself. When you have pinned the pieces, you have to arrange the pieces so that the side seams match up according to the pattern. Follow the direction of the grain line and transfer all control points. After cutting, make sure to check the number of pieces according to the pattern pieces list. Here are the pieces that you should have prepared. The front, 2 pieces. The back, 2 pieces. 2 gusset pieces, a waistband piece. Note that if you are making shorts from a checkered cotton, the side seam of the pieces of the front and the back should converge. And the checks or the pattern should be symmetrical on the pieces of the back to each other and on the pieces of the front. This pattern illustration uses cotton checkered fabric as main material, and as a decorative material, a plain milky cotton fabric. According to this idea, the boxer shorts waistband is made of plain material, and all the other pieces are made of checkered fabric. As a decoration, we added a patch made of the same fabric as the boxer shorts. Note that the front is made to imitate a fly with buttons. The gusset is double. We'll start with the front and back pieces. Fold the front halves of the boxer shorts face to face and sew along the middle seam. The more often you pin the lines, the more symmetrical your pattern will be. Stitch. Overlock. Iron press. Here's what you should have got by now. Stitched, overcast and iron pressed. Next, fold the one-piece fly over to the left side along the notches. Pin, fold and iron. This is how it should look by now. Fasten the fly edge along the top edge. Top stitch twice along the left ironed side of the fly, like this. Here's what you should get. You can stitch with a double needle or stitch to the width of the foot. Iron press. View from the front, view from the back. Fold the back of the boxer shorts face to face and sew along the middle seam. Overcast the allowances and iron. Stitch, overcast and iron press. Making the gusset. Put one of the gusset pieces face to face with the instep cut of the front and pin it. Put the second gusset face to the wrong side and pin such way so that the instep cut is between the two gusset pieces. Stitch. This is how it looks at the front, and this is how it looks at the back. Put the second side of the upper gusset face to face with the instep cut of the back and pin. Put the second gusset face to the wrong side and pin it so that the instep cut is between the two gusset pieces. Stitch. Next, fold the pieces and twist the gusset like this so that the wrong side is with the face of the gusset and the instep seam is between the gussets. Turn the pieces inside out so that the allowances are inside the gusset. View from the inside. View from the front, iron press. This is what you get. And finally, the assembly. Iron the seam allowances along the bottom to the wrong side according to the notches. This is how it should look like. Place the boxer shorts face to face and stitch the side seams. Match the lines. Stitch. Overcast the seam allowances. Iron the seam allowances onto the back. Overcast the bottom and top stitch along the edge of the allowance. Iron. Wrong side look. Front look. By now, you should have overcast, top stitched, and ironed the piece. Waistband. Fold the waistband piece lengthwise and in half with the wrong side inward and iron press. Iron press one long edge to the wrong side by 1 centimeter. Sew the waistband into a ring, leaving a small unstitched opening for threading the elastic. Iron press the seam allowances. As a decoration, we decided to use a small rectangle from the main fabric. To do this, iron all the edges, stitch along the outline, and iron. Stitch the waistband with the unironed edge to the top edge of the boxes, laying the pieces face to face. Stitch. Here is what you should get. Turn it over. Iron the seam allowances onto the waistband. Cover the waistband stitching seam with the ironed cut edge and stitch a line into this seam. You can fasten it with needles. Iron press it. Decate the elastic and cut it to the desired length. Pass the elastic through the unstitched opening in the waistband with a pin and stitch it into a ring. Do not lose the ends of the elastic. Check that the elastic does not turn over. Sew into a ring. Stitch the elastic into a ring and now pass it completely through the waistband. Sew up the unstitched opening on a sewing machine or with hand stitches. Mark the location of the buttons on the pattern and sew them on. Press the finished boxers. The Ural boxer shorts are ready.
Thanks for sewing with us. Subscribe to our channel and publish your photos in different social medias and tag us. You can find the link to our website in the description box below the video.